16.
Again, good pot on the brown, just playing round into an area. He's not landed nice on a red. He has a possible cutback, but not a lot of value in it. What a messy table this is.
Anjingi, 20.
Yes, given the awkward nature of the high-value colours, this lead, modest on the face of it, is a pretty useful one for Fan, who started this frame with a rather wild attempt at a long red, but is well and truly in charge of it at the moment as we approach the halfway stage.
10-second shot clock now in operation.
Six.
Nice little cannon to release the blue. And it's just gone in off the top jaw. I fancy that would not have dropped at the York Barbican last week.
11.
Oh, he needs to be quick. Very nearly run out of time there, and he's played a good shot considering.
Anjingi, 11.
These final 5 minutes, the timer can just creep up on you if for a split second you change your mind.
Wang looking to try and make something happen. No, that's a great pot.
One.
Now, does he have an angle to get over that right side of the table in behind those two reds? Well, the attempted double. Hasn't really been able to get going in this frame, Wang Yuchen. Had that plant earlier on, had landed nicer. He could have scored a very big break.
What?
Not the sort of shot you want to have to take on in the shootout, that thin black he missed. Horrible shot at any stage. Yeah, that's a good pot. There's pressure on that.
So. Eight.
It's looking very rosy for Fan Zhengyi now. There's only 59 left, 25 in front, 31 with the pink. And after the initial mistake from long range, he's played a very controlled frame.
$15. $20. 21.
So the red is match ball.
26.
His opponent would need snookers, and as we know in the shootout, that's not a thing.
27. 34. 35. 4.
A very efficient performance from Fan Zhengyi. Wang Yushen never really gained any traction. That was a good way to finish for the former European Masters champion. He suffered 4 first-round losses, but he's through to the round of 64 this year in Leicester.
Class from the European Masters. He too is into the last 64. Our next match, as always, less than 3
Now, in the match
minutes
before
away.
last,
Hope
we
you're
saw an
enjoying
excellent
the
performance
inaugural
from
afternoon
Austria's
of this
Florian
year's The Mattioli has proved a happy hunting ground for former shootout champions so far today. Let's see if that continues now as we welcome the 2017 winner, Scotland's Anthony McGill, up against the women's under-21 world #1, Sophie Nix.
Well, this match is appearing earlier than advertised. It was due to be Daniel Boyes against Wu Yizenex, but instead it's Anthony McGill
Sophie Nix has won the line.
and Sophie Nix.
Has chosen Anthony to make McGill to break.
And talking of heart rate, I wonder how Sophie's is right now. What an occasion, what an opportunity for her, Stephen.
Yeah, massive. One of the 8 wild cards into the event from the WPBSA nominations. You know, it's a great platform, this, for these players to be seen. You know, it's not very often you get the chance to play on the world stage against some of the best players in the world. She certainly won't have experienced anything like this before.
As mentioned, she's ranked #1 in the women's snooker under-21 list, hence this opportunity against a player, of course, who is a multiple ranking titleist, including winning the shootout. And McGill was a champion the first year this tournament became a ranking event. Actually got him into the top 16. He beat Zhao Guodong in the title match with a break of 67.
So, chance at this long red. Not an easy pot. And didn't strike it all that nicely, so what's the damage done? This red may just creep past the green for Anthony. And he's got one past the pink anyway. Another player that, in my opinion, looks $1 million when he just gets on with it, Anthony McGill.
2020 World Championship semi-finalist, one of the more remarkable matches in the history of the Crucible against Kyron Wilson, which went to certainly one of the most eventful frames we've ever seen at the Crucible. Wilson eventually winning via a fluke. He's had some great wins at snooker's biggest event down the years, including Mark Selby, Ronnie O'Sullivan. His form in the last couple of seasons hasn't been great. In fact, at one stage he was experimenting with a carbon graphite cube, but that didn't last all that long.
That's just classic snooker player for you.
90.
Searching for something that just isn't there. I mean, what was all that about? Head gone. But this is the sort of chance you wouldn't want to leave Anthony McGill, although he left himself with just a fraction more to do with that pink to middle. So the chance has finally arrived for Sophie Nix. Let's get a look at what she can do here.
Just undercut the pink. Reds spread quite nicely, but this is a tough little black. Ah, shame.
Sophie Nix 1.
Would have been an uncomfortable moment for Anthony McGill had Nix spotted that black. Yeah,
and it was the sort of shot that when she struck it, it probably felt and looked pretty good. Just shows you how unforgiving these jaws can be with pace.
It's one of the real benefits of this shootout format, though, the opportunity for young players to get a taste of playing in an atmosphere like this on the big stage, on television, against one of the established pros, a proven winner.
10-second shot clock now in operation.
To be fair, if you could say there was a nightmare draw, she's probably had it, because Anthony McGill, he's very good in this format. He's very level-headed, stays very calm in the high pressurised moments, and, you know, ultimately he thinks very clearly out there. He was always going to show her an awful lot of respect,
Anthony McGill,
and he has done so far. He's played the right shots at the right time, trying to keep Sophie under pressure.
It's been a pretty modest season for McGill. Nothing better than the round of 32 in a ranking event.
So half a chance at this red to left corner. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Now she needs the cue board to pull up. Well, how do you fancy these?
One.
Big shot coming up for Sophie Nix. That red was beautiful. Can she pot another? No. Great opening red. Just didn't quite land nice on her colour. That's a shame.
Sophie Nix, one. One. Six.
Getting a fair bit of stick from the crowd, McGill, but I think it's water off a duck's back.
Seven.
Again, look at this from McGill. Absolute granite.
Anthony McGill, seven.
Yeah, showing no mercy.
Come on, Anthony, stop it.
One.
Boring but effective.
And here he goes again, in behind the green. Oh, it's just relentless. Relentless.
Anthony McGill, one.
Welcome to the tour. He wouldn't give you a cold, Anthony McGill.
Well, that's why he's gone all the way to the title in the past. Low-risk snooker, playing the percentages well.
Black ball. Anthony McGill, one.
Well, here's an opportunity. She's already knocked in a terrific long red. Difficult to keep believing, though, when you're barely a minute left on the clock. So far behind.
Sophie Nix.
Well, there's an unexpected ball in hand with McGill fouling the cue ball. So, Sophie Nix gets another chance to show what she can do.
One.
She offers her hand. There was a terrific long red, and she got very near to potting the black when the balls were nicely situated, but another former champion of the shootout goes through with the minimum of fuss. This time, it's Anthony McGill.
Another former winner through to the last 64.
Now later on, Rhiannon Evans, the most successful snooker player in the history of the women's game, will be in action against Gary Wilson. We caught up with her earlier.
Short break of about 4 minutes, ladies and gents.